pass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Track at 60. Come on, set. Hurt. Ready.
Here's a throw. Complete out to the right side. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Go!
Give now to the running back. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give it to him again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Allen on 3rd and short. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, Allen. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's taken in by Samuel. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Allen from the gun here on 3rd. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. A lot of grass ahead. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
On my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's contained at the line for no gain. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line. Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Throwing from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the... They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Miami in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos. Here we go, set.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set.
Back to the well again. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Another carry for him. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
79.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1.
Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
There's a give, left side. And he gets in, touchdown. The Dolphins can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Allen. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Allen on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. Well, it didn't work out that time.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Collects this at the 32. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Dolphins football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
That puts us at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins looking for a score before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Miami touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Dolphins get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now a give running right. And they've have got him behind the line for a big loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Man in motion here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
To the air, 3rd and long. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided first half. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's second down. He'll throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw it. He's trying another one deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Reload, reload. Go.
Hand off to the back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
The give here on 2nd. And a short gain only as he gets up to the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Check smash. Ready.
Dialing up a pass here on third down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Pass 85, pass 85. Is it?
It's Allen out of the pistol. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Cut out left. The 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills get it back to a 14-point game.
Bills 14.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hey, smash.
They send a man in motion. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's throwing deep to the left side into a crowd and intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bills take over as he records the 40th interception of his career. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about his safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Alert!
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Has a hole left, room to run. 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third and long, it's Allen. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Looking to return from the 29. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession.
Let's go. Half the 60. Half the 60.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's the give. They're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. 2 yards on the run. Still ground to make up, though, as they face 2nd and 13. Now he'll throw off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And it's 3rd down. Now Allen. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen into the hands of Samuel. Complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air again. Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they bring him down around the 34. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. And they pick him off again. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He lets one fly deep downfield. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bills have some new life in the 4th. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they threw an interception to give the ball right back. And
for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Blitz coming here. Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Five wide.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Going ground on first and goal. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills now within one score in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen looking to throw this. And they pick him off again. All right, so for the time being, we stay in a one-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a 2-score game with that 2-point conversion.
Could feel it. A killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. And if they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt, this defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up, offense. Pressure's coming. They're going to want to force this one and this offense into a mistake and seal this game now.
He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now to the running back. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set.
He'll throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go! 18 Cardinal.
trying to push this past the marker. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
60 Eagle. Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready, set.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
19 target.
Third and 1.
He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And the kick is good. And the Dolphins lead by 15 now. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a man right side. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Let's go.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He put everything he had into this one. Had had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Check. Last thing, 19.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Dolphins get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional...
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
Second down, Allen throwing again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Desperation time here on 4th. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. It sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.